Hey, what's up, you guys? Listen, I know you already heard about the China bag dupe manufacturing. A lot of people wanted to come out and be like, yo, where do we actually find these suppliers? Well, your girl looked into it and we have a compilation for everything you need. But also, can we talk about all these influencers talking about, oh my God, don't believe this. This is a trick from China. Girl or boy, first of all, the only reason you're saying this because you already spent your college education on a $90,000 bag and you need to actually justify that the bag was worth it. So now you talk about it's fake. It's not fake. The numbers are out. Hermès does not even have the employees to make 1/8 of the products that they put out that are supposed to be handmade. And also, let's get into the fact of why are we acting like anything made in China or outside of Europe must be inferior quality? Hermès does not have the tanneries, it does not have the staff, it does not have the production. All it has are logistical centers where they may be, you know what, I'm going to let the people in the TikToks do the talking, and also stay tuned because there are details about how you would go about buying. And spoiler alert, it's not just finding a supplier. You need an agent on the ground because apparently, just like with everything else, there is quality control issues. Yes, there are like little bootleg things where you can get like a Louis bag for $40. But if you want one that's a convincing dupe, baby, you're going to have to spend about $200-300. And there are higher quality factories. That's when an agent comes in. But listen, I did a compilation. Everybody's going to explain everything. Your girl got you. You're welcome. And let me just tell you guys something, right? I really honestly feel like we are in for some hard times. Why is that important? Because maybe we need to go back to the olden days, the way our grandmothers and grandmoms talked about it. When the whole neighborhood or the whole block or the whole friends association bought in bulk. Okay, yes, this is Gucci, Louis, whatever bags they're talking about. And yeah, that's cute. Go ahead and get your own bag, stunt on it. Let the people that bought a $90,000 bag so they could feel richer than you, because it's not about the quality, because China has already proven they can do the quality, so they can feel right. Let them have their stuff. But we need to be looking in, maybe you want to start your own bag line. They have the same quality leather products, they can make it go. Maybe you guys want to start your own makeup line, or maybe you guys want to start buying in bulk, right? Maybe we actually need to start acting like this economy is coming down on everybody's head. Anyway, baby, listen, comrade, baby, it's working class solidarity all day. Your girl did the research. Let these videos do the talking. And also, I'm going to find a Furniture Connect for you guys too. All right, let's get into this.
Do you recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. Two, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. Three, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but they failed because the OEM factories out of China, they don't have good quality control and they don't have as good craftsmanship. Their workers are either too expensive or too lazy. Three, they don't have any supply chain. They always have trouble getting leather or zippers or any accessories. That is why they failed, and that is why we will always be the best OEM factory for luxury brands. Why don't you just contact us and buy from us? This Birkin bag at Hermès boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermès only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Nuti from Italy. The second is Weinheimera from Germany, and the third is Prada from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? And next, the thread. And of course, for Hermès Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil à Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat seal edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. The package, this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermès will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us. Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material, same leather, same hardware, same edge oil. The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD.
Who is the Chinese supplier behind Prada? Bags are from Siton Handbag in Dongguan City, Guangdong Province. It's a factory specializing in handbags for 54 years, and it produces 80% of the world luxury bags. Siton Handbag is also the OEM factory for Tory Burch, Coach, MK, and many others. It produces more than 1 million leather goods every month and is one of the largest and the best luxury bags supplier in the world. A luxury bag will cost you at least $500, but you can get the same quality for just $50 to $100 here. Which brand Chinese suppliers do you want to know? Let me know in the comments.
I'm from China and I need everybody to slow down. Yes, China is spilling the tea, but me as being a business owner who has ordered from China for the past 6 years, let me tell you a couple of things. And the first thing is, not all factories are the same. So yes, they can get on here and they can make claims that they do this, that, and a third, and the quality is this, that, and a third, and it may not be. Luxury brands order from certain factories because they want a certain quality. And so just because a factory says that they have this design doesn't mean that they have the same quality that the luxury designer ordered from. You have to be careful of that. I've learned firsthand, not all factories are the same. The second thing that you need to know is you need to get an agent. Don't just start ordering from China all willy-nilly. You need an agent that's going to get your stuff inspected, make sure it's up to par, send you pictures, send you videos, do all that stuff before they ship it off to you. I have an agent that I've been using for the past 6 years. That's how I've been in business and been ordering the stuff for my boutique. So before you start ordering from these factories, please hear me out. Now, if you want to know more, because I have a long history of this, I've had a business for the past 6 years, give me a follow, I can make more videos.
To find a reliable sourcing agent to help them source the products in China. But why do they need an agent? Well, as a sourcing agent, we know the local market well and we understand the price structure in local market, so we can find the most suitable suppliers for you. Number 2, ensuring quality. We can quickly get the samples to ensure the quality match your requirements, so you can achieve the best results. Number 3, saving your time and energy. Finding suppliers, communicating, and handling shipping can take lots of time. We can efficiently handle this task and provide you with the best service. So if you're looking for sourcing agent in China, please contact me. I'm Tina, your business partner in China. Look, many experienced buyers choose to find a reliable sourcing agent to help them source the products in China. But why do they need an agent? Well, as a sourcing agent, we know the local market well and we understand the price structure in local market, so we can find the most suitable suppliers for you. Number 2, ensuring quality. We can quickly get the samples to ensure the quality matches your requirements, so you can achieve the best results. Number 3, saving your time and energy. Finding suppliers, communicating, and handling shipping can take lots of time. We can efficiently handle this task and
Prada's Chinese supplier. All this information are also in my latest blog, so go to my website. So Prada has quite a few suppliers for their handbags, although they don't have any handbags that would say made in China. But let me tell you how to tell if it's made in China. So the factories and suppliers in China, they have a code. For Shidai, they produce 2 codes that's attached to their handbags. One is 165, one is 175. So 175 will be Prada's main product line, and 165 will be like less featured, less important handbags. If you want to see the tags, it's usually in the zipper component in your bag. So if it's made by Shidai factory in China, it will have 175 on the tag. But Shidai does not make any Saffiano leather handbags. If you found a Saffiano leather handbag that has 175 on the fabric tag, it's probably a fake bag. Li Tai is another company that makes Prada's handbag, and their code is 164. This factory also makes handbag for Burberry. But apparently, they were forced to move their production in Southeast Asia now, so they don't actually have a factory inside of China. Huixiong is another factory. Their code is 224. They mainly make wallets, and with wallets, the code is usually hot stamped. So take a look at your Prada bags and see if they're made in China.
If you've been seeing videos like these for exposing the Chinese luxury market, please listen to this video. There is so much information going around and not a lot of people you can actually trust. We got people talking about Panda Buy should have opened y'all's eyes. I don't know what that is. You don't know what Panda Buy is, bro? Why are you speaking on this? We as Westerners cannot use 1688, Taobao, Weedy, and Xianyu. It does not matter. We cannot use it. Only people inside China can. To actually order stuff from China to America or to the EU, you have to use a shipping agent. That's just what it is. I'm gonna spoon feed this information to you. So listen, here are 2 sites that you can use if you're trying to get into all this stuff. We got plug4.me. This place actually fully indexes Taobao, Weedy, and everything and gives you all the items and shows you actually what they look like with a QC right here. And then there is wheretocop.net, which just has a bunch of finds. If you know, you know. I have videos on this page and I've made an entire long video about this if you do want to learn more. And if you have questions, ask away. I promise you there is almost nobody more qualified to talk about this stuff than me. And just know, you know, I got the connect.
Who are the suppliers behind Max Mara? First, Dishang Group from Shandong. It is one of the largest clothing export enterprises. Has over 70 factories around the whole nation. Second, Heaven Deer from Suzhou. It is a very well-known supplier in the whole industry. Check it by yourself and you will get surprised. Third, Sun Hong from Zhejiang, another very famous and main supplier for Max Mara. And fourth, Wei Hang from Shanghai. It is also the supplier of cashmere material for H&M. Alright guys, that's all for today. If you want to know more about suppliers behind big brands, leave your message in the comment section. I will talk in the next video. And don't forget to follow me for more China sourcing tips. Louis Vuitton and Chanel will hate me if I tell you this, revealing the secret behind big brand. Let's go! Hang Long from Singapore, or Bodin Uraux for their landscape from France. Tannery Haas, Italian Tannery, Fight. Labri Tecna from Italy. Guess where I found all those secret suppliers? All in APIF Hong Kong. It's only the first day of this exhibition. There are still 2 more days to go.
They probably should have took this app away when they had the chance, because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse. And right now, the Chinese manufacturers are the best content on TikTok. They said, oh, tariffs, you say. Oh, okay. American people, y'all said y'all like New Balance, Adidas, Nike. Bet. Oh, yeah. The manufacturer is such and such, located at such and such in Guangzhou. They do shipping within this time, and here are the products. I've seen the manufacturers for every brand anybody could possibly think of, from shoes and apparel to beauty products. One of the Chinese manufacturers said, oh yeah, you know how you pay such and such $100 for Chanel beauty product? Well, we only make them for $10. Listen, I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done.
tens across the board. I told y'all in the years that I lived in China, I got everything under the sun because everything is pretty much made there. So to see people learning about the actual quality that's in China, because not everything is made cheaply, and learning about websites like Taobao, y'all better get to getting while